Bonjour, mes amis. I probably butchered that, as I forgot how to speak French. But yes, right, okay. So, we're back once more, and I am worried about the... fuck it, the microphone will be fine where it is. Like, if you could see, if I ever did a webcam thing, which I probably won't ever do, I'm too lazy for that shit. But if you could see, like, the microphone is just in such a bad place. It's, like, too low, sometimes it's too high, and yeah. Anyway, right, okay. So, I kind of cheated a little bit. I did make some moves before I started the recording, because it's just menial stuff like basically moving the supplies, getting these jerk-offs to move back to there, so not much really. Gallipoli is going fine. We should be able to kick the shit out of the landing forces, which should score us some nice morale. We do have quite a lot of these guys actually, and I do have some extra. Oh, I have some extra ones here too. And the planes. Good. I need to increase the size of the Air Force, actually. And having some Turkish planes would be quite welcome. Okay, so what do we have here? About 281. That's pretty good, actually. Right, the Bulgarian war goals. No, not ever. Excuse me. Right, so I have another 2 armies. I shall prepare for the invasion of Serbia and the consequent following incursions into Europe against the French. Well, I don't know. The East, I really don't care too much about. I have forces coming online soon. We have a shit ton of forces coming on this following turn, actually. So we have 1, 2, yeah, that's a hell of a lot of men. So this is like 12,000 each or something. Hell of a lot. Already replacing, but I do have some spare things. I did put something into here. Yeah, right, I replied to a comment thinking that the number was, well, reserved or preserved. I can't remember where, but I'm sure I saw like some chits, probably in a different game where it was like a number here of your total. But no, not Twindle was. The system's a little bit odd sometimes. To replace and replenish units, you have to be on top of a depot, sorry. So that's that. Okay. Taking a look at the fleet. Okay. How long? 270 days, 310 days. So we should be ready soon, actually. We're just waiting on the dreadnoughts. I will probably... Do I need to produce any extra dreadnoughts, like, really? I mean, it's 1,020 days. That is a ridiculously long time. God damn. Such a goddamn long time. The German transport ships. I'd build more, but they take a long time as well, and I just can't be bothered waiting. The submarines don't take that long, actually. Only for 200 days. Yeah, sure. Okay. Right. So these men over here will repair the rail, which will be fine. Still holding on over in Serbia. We can go over here and deal with this army. Okay. Ooh, I should sign out to Steam, I forgot. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you guys could see that. I don't think the story records that. Oh well. So we have these forces here. That's good. These are reserves. There we go, good to get these supports in there. I may build a depot here. We're only producing 560 supplies, and that's not enough. I need more supplies in Lemberg. Right, so we're moving these forces out. Oh, that's interesting. I'll put that with the cavalry, I suppose. No, actually, what I'll do is I shall send you out. You move slower, but you are a cavalry commander. Yes, there we go. Actually, no, it's not a cavalry commander, but ah well. I just need that rail line. Ah, fuck it, be fine. Gives me a little bit more tactical flexibility in the future. Okay. So I'm going to send the heavy guns over here, actually. I can't remember where the other one is. That bothers me. I do have another squadron of reconnaissance planes over here, so I'm going to send that over there. The idea is basically if I can gather forces at Antwerp, we can make the jump from Wilhelmshaven to London, or the London area. Probably to Dover, as we can see Dover, though it's still some distance away. Yeah. I'd land down here, but it's too far away. It would be a hell of a lot harder to look after. That's a lot of battleship squadrons. That's 7 battleship squadrons. Impressive. Okay, so there's a fleet over there. We can definitely take that one easily. Some ships over here. So I think we'll make our landing at Dover. It would allow us to take some key ports. Well, Southampton is the biggie one. Is the biggie. Cardiff is quite important, apparently. Birmingham. Manchester, okay. So yeah, we'll make our landing in Dover, then we can make our way to London. Actually, we'll land in Canterbury then. We'll land in Canterbury. We'll send some forces to Dover. I don't think they'll have any forces there, but I don't know. And then at least we're only one tile away from London itself. We can secure our port over here. Not that we really need a port, but it would make landing forces a lot easier. Okay. What is the weather like? The weather is good, actually. Fair weather. I want to take the opportunity to deal with these ships while I have the chance, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the the Grand Fleet out of harbour, the North Sea Fleet. We're going to go for a... Interesting, you've lost some power. How? That's such an annoying bug. But there we go. Fleet bombardment, naval interception. And then you could come over here, make port in Antwerp for the time being. Then by the time we're ready to make the invasion, we should be in a good position. Okay, so we know they have quite a number of ships over here, but not that many. Basically, if we go from Antwerp to London, that's not that far. I might move the invasion force to Antwerp, actually. It would mean I'd have to move the transports through... Well, I don't know. Going to Antwerp is probably not the best idea due to the amount of mines here, but mines rarely cause damage due to the way they're set up in the game at the moment. Okay. Interesting. I'm surprised the French have never made any moves down here. Not to take that for granted, though. If I do have any extra militia, then I am going to go ahead and send them to those forts down there. There's no reason to become complacent, especially at a time of total war. Right, so we have some militia over here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send these guys down here to Colmar. Absolutely no reason to become complacent. If we could become complacent and underestimate the enemy, then that is when we make mistakes. And mistakes hurt. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, they're kind of damaged. The SMS of Dresden. The only problem with these ships is it's just the fact that it's a scouting squadron. Now, does the scouting squadron have any other... No, they just count as transports. That's an interesting thing, actually. Actually, no, I'll send them over here. It's probably a little bug there. So if we take this out... No, it's not a bug, actually. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let's take a look at the fleet, then. Right. So these guys can actually act as transports as well, so that's really good for us, actually. So we have some extra transport capacity that's well defended. Okay. So we have forces over here, we have about 52,000 men. Not as much as I'd like, actually, so I might put some extra men in there. Which I will. I'll put some extra men in these cities. There we go. Another 2 divisions in each of these cities should be sufficient to guard against most attacks. Especially with fortifications. Then again, we do have low cash reserves right now. So we'll cancel those guys, and... Ooh, I'll cancel one of these. We'll go for 1 in each then. For the time being. I could go for more cash, but I would rather not use that national morale when it could be better spent elsewhere. We do need to make a push down here at some point, actually. The weather is good. Very good, actually. And we do need to distract the French. Ideally, we need to deal with this. So I think that's the first protocol. 12 days. 12 days. What I need to do is I need to try and force the French into a little pocket here. So that would be good. And if I could push for Chalons-sur-Marne, or Chalons-sur-Marne, I don't know how the fuck you say it. How long would it take us to get there? 60 days from that route. That would be 54 days. That's absolutely unacceptable. 30 odd days if we went by rail. Right. We'll wait until he's activated then, actually. We'll wait until he's activated. And then I'll make some kind of offensive attack. So I do need to try and push the French back. And if I can push them back beyond this line here or something to the fort, I could probably take Verdun, actually, fairly easily. There's not too much in there. But yeah, I'm most interested in this location, actually. Yeah, these locations here are quite good, as that is a good connection. I do need to make sure I can... Well, I do need to try and cut the French lines, actually. So that should be important. I'm irritated by the fact that they're not actually regaining any cohesion. So hopefully they will be usable in turns to come. Right, so we do have a large force here in Brussels. So this is about almost 1,200 power stack. We have this army over here that's not doing anything either. They're recovering. I mean, that just shows you our power right now. We have 2 armies doing nothing at the moment. With all these generals. Yeah, and then we have these forces here. Okay. You're going to Dinat. Or Dinat. I'm going to cancel that. We're going to have you head over here. We're going to need you to take Paris. What do you have? Ah. We'll give you professional infantry. There we go. What does that do to our army efficiency? 13% is unacceptable, so we'll put the weak one back into the troop over here. There we go. So that's a 912 power stack of men. We're going to really push. Then again, where do I want to deploy this army? I have 2 armies to play with. I would move both of the armies, but I'm worried about this. I do need to maintain a good defensive position here. Though I do think this force could probably hold out. This force could be used in the invasion of Britain, but I don't think I need it. Yet, anyway. The only problem is I have no idea what's in London. I don't know if there's a garrison or anything. Though, I mean, I can kind of gather some things. Like, we can see these cities here have garrisons. Unless it's an auto-generated garrison, then I don't know. Because at the moment it looks as though there's absolutely nothing there. perhaps some leaders or something. But even if there's a leader, it would show, wouldn't it? So, I don't know. I really do not know right now. Right. I do need these guys to gain some supplies, actually. So what we'll do then is, there is some enemy forces within our province. We'll hold tight for the time being. We'll gather our supplies. Are you still constructing over here? I don't know, actually. Okay, repair that rail. We need to be able to move quickly. But yeah. I mean, we have, let's see how many men that we have sitting here. So there's 112, well, there's, yeah, 112,000-ish, about 120,000 men over here. About 120-something thousand men here. Plus some men in here, actually. Interesting. What do you do? Master Spy. I'll give it to these armies, like, why not? Let's see how they improve our forces. Plus, it doesn't hurt to have some extra detection. For some reason, they do have a command ability, though, so that's quite interesting. Okay. Oh, there we go. So we have 30,000 men here. This force could be sent to Briary or Briare. Basically, that would allow us to move this army while still having a garrison force. Okay, so I've done a lot of jibber jabber. I don't have the points to spend on research. We'll check out the research at the moment. We can check out Italy. Italy's at 81%, so that's very good for us right now. So we are at level 2 infantry, fantastic. Level 2, yeah. Pretty much on par. The Entente does seem to have an advantage. Okay. I also made the decision to call up more generals? No, I can't. Oh, that's a shame. I do need more German generals. I definitely need more. I can't get enough of them. Definitely can't. Okay, so let's see how things turn out this turn then, shall we? And we have some extra men here, 24,000 men. Lord, that's a heavy that's a super heavy artillery. That will bloody be sent to Paris for damn sure. Once we open the way up, we'll send that to Paris. I want to keep it here as it can support both. Well, it can support 3 provinces that could potentially come under attack. So that's good for us. Okay. The thing is, depending on what the Entente does now, as I begin to push towards Paris, is they'll either send men south, they'll either send the men in the south north, which I doubt they will, because that's a bloody hard line for them to hold. And, yeah, that's going to leave them in an interesting position, because if they leave one area, then I will push that. And, yeah, they're going to be in a desperate situation pretty soon. I am quite happy that I managed to be able to change my job, actually. It's quite nice to be able to record in the evenings. I mean, I only do about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours sometimes. But it's nice to be able to get a regular schedule going. Well, not a schedule, as I'm too unpredictable for that sort of thing. But the ability to be able to churn out content is quite nice. Even if it is, like, the most unprofessional shit ever. Oh, dear. Okay. It would have been fun if we could have succeeded with this Schlieffen plan, but it was never going to happen, really. Never going to happen. Just, it's far too difficult to be able to move that fast. It might have worked in the years before, when when the French-Russian alliance wasn't as strong. But hey ho. Right. I do want to see the British attack me. Okay, so that's the fleet there. That would be the battleship squadrons. What's interesting is those battleship squadrons are alone, so they won't have the torpedoes, they won't have the cruisers or anything like that to help them, so I reckon I could absolutely devastate that fleet. Oh, you sweet son of a... bitch? What? What? Why? I didn't choose it... what? What? What the fuck just happened? Oh. Whoa. I'm so confused right now. What's going on? Okay. The fuck? What's that? What the fuck? What the fuck happened? I've just fought 2 battles, right? What the fuck? Oh my god. What is going on? I didn't even get to see any of it. The fuck? What the fuck? Okay. The fuck just happened? I hope you guys saw that as well, and it wasn't just me, because I swear to god I did not click a damn thing. God knows what the hell just happened there. Really confused by that, and I'm disappointed because I didn't get to see the numbers that we killed. Oh, okay, here we go. Don't you dare start. Don't. No. No. Okay, are they attacking me? Oh, they've sent forces into the area. Fantastic. Right. I don't know who was here first, actually. Can we... right, so the battle's here, then. I think I was here first, actually. That wouldn't work out too well. Oh, hello, started defense line. Forward machine guns. Fortified machine guns, increased frontage and bigger range combat bonus to infantry. That's really good, actually. Oh, I love these ones. Oh, the assault bonus. 84,000 men against roughly 14,000. Let's try the forward machine gun. Actually, no. Fuck it. I'll go for the static line defense. Right, allow implanted to do... yeah, so if we can inflict maximum damage, then that's good. Oh yeah, that's some numbers. That's some numbers I'd like to see. Jesus, they got mauled there. Well, I'm glad that the game hasn't broken and that I can actually issue battle plans, because that was extremely weird. Okay. Ah, right, okay. So they are sending forces to oppose me. The issue is, I'm going to have to stop that advance in the meantime, because I do... oh, bloody hell. Because I need to supply those men, as they've taken a massive cohesion hit from travelling through another army. Ah, the Montenegrins. Huh. Okay. Where's the fleet? Oh no! Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, actually. It was quite helpful to have that vision there. Right. Quite a lot of planes there. I'll have to check the log out, Joe. I'm keen to see if our planes and fighters are actually performing. They should do. They should do. It looks as though Zamoso should fall fairly quickly. Ah, there we go. Sweet. That's another 100... Oh no, that's another 23 ships sunk. Ah, right, so we actually knocked out 3 of these squadrons, yep. So we destroyed 2 squadrons of light cruisers, a destroyer flotilla, and they only have a single destroyer flotilla remaining. So that's a great little result for the Grand Fleet, the North Sea Fleet. We should be able to come back on the ships in Antwerp and hopefully destroy those ships as well. Another 23 ships to add to the tally then. I'm not kidding, if I wasn't lazy, I would go through the videos and like try and figure out how many ships I've sunk exactly. But I am pretty lazy. And I really couldn't be arsed. Oh dear. Hello. 1 loss for 7 inflicted. That's not bad. I would have rather taken 0 losses, but I suppose we're facing some dreadnoughts, actually. Single French dreadnought. Right, so we found 4 of the British dreadnoughts. Now this is fantastic. If we can inflict damage to these dreadnoughts, then that would be brilliant. Okay, I do need to sink that fleet then. If I can sink some dreadnoughts, then that will definitely get... Oh shit, that army was moving. Oh shit, they actually made it to Reims, or Reims. That's pretty fucking good. Oh, fantastic. Cavalry breakthrough. I would, but I don't trust cavalry. It's not good enough. Motherfucker. Fuck's sake. I knew it was going to be too good to be true. Fucking... I don't know where those men were, but oh well. Should have checked that. Oh well. Oh god. Imagine for that defeat we'll end up losing some morale. Not this one here in Africa, but the one in France. Oh well, we didn't lose that many men. We didn't lose badly. Where the hell am I going? Here we go. Okay. Yes. So we actually captured some supply wagons. Fantastic. So that was the garrison within the actual area. Interesting. Right. So we will recover cohesion over here. We'd recover less in... Oh shit, we'd recover a hell of a lot less. Like that. Interesting. Right then. I have an idea, actually. What we'll do is we'll leave this force here. They'll go on and they'll stay on full defensive. We have this army over here, which is not doing anything right now. So we could send this army up here to try and force this through. So if we go into conservative attack and then try and make our way through, these men will remain on passive for the time being. I want them to recover that cohesion as quickly as possible, as then they'll be combat ready much faster. Okay, so we have our heavy artillery over here. I don't have enough control. No, that's strange. I do have 96% control. Oh, it must be a fortress, I see.